Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Ya'ateyabin. We're ready to start our day. So please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off, bodies are still, eyes are on the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, October 15, and we're ready for some music. Do you remember what Mrs. Neff has placed for us on our playlist? Completes our collection. Let's listen and you tell me, what are we listening to? Okay, friends. Antonio Vivaldi, Four Seasons. And which season was it that we were just listening to? Autumn. That's right. That's the season we're in. Okay, let's listen to one piece of music. Let's see here. How about this one? Reminds me of the first day of school. We play this on the first day of school for the last 2 years. Do you remember? Peer Gynt Suite Number 1 Morning by Edvard Grieg. That's right. How about this one? Pachelbel, and the name of the piece, Pachelbel's Canon. That's right. Okay, art. Who's our artist this week that we've been learning about? Raphael, Italian artist, and about the 1500s, late 1400s, early 1500s. Painted a fresco, which is a painting on wet plaster inside which building? The Vatican in Rome. The first one we looked at was School of Athens. That's right, School of Athens. Interesting that that's painted on the Vatican. But not as strange to have this one painted in the Vatican. Let me see if I can turn this around. This one hangs in the office right above Miss Long's head. Maybe you've seen it. Or maybe you noticed a picture was there and you didn't know what it was. Also a Raphael. This is a Raphael painting. The fresco, Disputation of the Holy Sacrament. That is the one that's also hanging on the Vatican wall. So there are frescoes on the wall where Raphael had painted. He had painted some. Lots of others have painted things in there, but his frescoes are right there in the Vatican. Disputation of the Holy Sacrament and School of Athens. This is also hanging in the school, right? Just as we're going down the hallway, because you know how we have the timeline on the wall there? 1510 is just about at the water fountains, opposite the water fountains. So you can check it out there next time you're at school, which I hope is soon. Okay, so poem. Who's our poet this week? Remember, he has a comma in his name? Alfred, comma, Lord Tennyson. That's right, Alfred Tennyson became a lord in England, also a poet laureate, so that means like he was the poet for the country. We've had poet laureates in the United States, including Robert Frost, who've also have read poems from. So this one is The Eagle, a Fragment by Alfred Lord Tennyson. He clasped the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls. Like a thunderbolt he falls. The title of the poem is The Eagle. So we know what animal that he's describing, and maybe we could have figured that out even without the title, perhaps with crooked hands on the side of a cliff, looking down in the water and diving down. We might have thought it was at least some kind of bird. So there was a description there that we know it was the eagle. But the title is The Eagle, a Fragment. What is a fragment? Some of you are studying grammar. Maybe if a sentence isn't quite a full sentence, it is a fragment, right? So it is a piece. It's not the whole thing. It's just a piece. So I wonder why the title is The Eagle, a Fragment. The eagle is a fragment of what? What could he possibly be a fragment of? He's a piece of, what do you think? He clasped the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world he stands, the wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt he falls. What's he falling to do? Getting his prey, right? Maybe you're in science and you're talking about the food chain or the circle of life, or, so what is that eagle? Is a piece of what? Nature, right? He's a piece of nature, a part of the world, a part of, so it could be, he could write a poem called The Human, a fragment, a tree, the fragment of our environment, fragment of the world. So he plays a part, the eagle. And he's our national bird. Did you know that? The eagle, the bald eagle, our national bird. You see the eagle in lots of places. If you see the flag, usually there's an eagle there, right? I'd heard that Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey or something to be our national bird, but it was the eagle instead. But turkey doesn't quite have the same appeal, does it, for our national bird? Although a couple weeks we'll be enjoying some turkey, right? Thanksgiving. Okay, this building, before Thanksgiving, we will have an election of a president. So president serves 4 years, so President Trump's term is up. So he either needs to be re-elected for one and more additional term, or we elect a different president. So we will find out. Encourage your families to vote. It's very important. We have a right to vote, right? We have a right to choose, because it's we the people who are the government. And we exercise our right to vote so that we can choose our leaders. But sometimes people get a little lazy about it, or maybe they're a little discouraged, they don't like the choices or something, but you still have that right to vote. And believe me, we don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose that right to vote. Being confirmed in the Senate right now, or applying to be confirmed, nominated Amy Coney Barrett is our a justice who is actually in hearings right now in this building, which is the U.S. Capitol building. So the Senate is holding hearings right now to see if we will have a new justice. And if she is confirmed, this is where she will work, at the U.S. Supreme Court. All of these buildings are in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. So we have our national bird, the eagle, our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. No birthdays today. That seems strange, because 2 days in a row with no birthdays, but that's what the list says. Okay, Bill of Rights, written by James Madison, but he wrote them in, 1791 is when they became official, ratified. So before 1791, he wrote them, but later on became which president? Fourth president. And the Bill of Rights outline our rights as citizens, and they are in the Constitution. The Constitution was written so that we could have a more perfect union, so that we could establish justice, we could ensure domestic tranquility, and all the other things we state in the preamble every day. So, First Amendment, let's say it together. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Right. Third Amendment. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner prescribed by law. Right, let's do that one more time. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, or in time of war, but in a manner prescribed by law. Right. Third Amendment. Make sure that you are still remembering, middle school especially, how we talk to teachers. If you are emailing, you're going to email in a complete sentence, not a fragment, and not in silly things that are not words, because we show respect to our teachers and to our adult staff working here at the school by speaking politely and in full sentences. You don't have to have the words of the Declaration of Independence, right? When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them. So lovely words, words that we have memorized. They convey communication to other people, and they say something about us. Our words say something about us too. What words do we choose? So be careful when you're emailing your teachers. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the Declaration of Independence or the Gettysburg Address, but it needs to be polite and in full sentences. Thank you, middle school students, for working hard on that. We will have quarter 2 materials ready for you to pick up on Monday if your teacher has given you something new. So I know 4th grade, you have to come get King Arthur, and you have to come get Robin Hood, and some science books. I know that for sure. Let's see, 3rd grade, you are picking up another text. I don't know. I don't think it's Black Beauty. I think that's the one you're reading right now. So I know that there's another text you need to come pick up. So I know that teachers are putting together some materials, but we will let your teacher will let you know if you have something that you need to pick up to come to school to get it. Don't forget that next week is Bring Your Family to PE Week that Miss Toledo Ballet has put together on Canvas for us. So those are some things to look forward to. Okay, friends, that's all we have for today, so let's do our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.